Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to another video. I hope you all are having a great day. To start things off, Amazon has has made a number of moves in recent months to show it understands the criticism coming from regulators. Amazon's recent pursuit of growth in retail, computing, advertising, and consumer devices has put the company squarely in the sights of Washington lawmakers, who are concerned about big tech's growing influence over consumers. But rather than fiercely fighting every battle, Amazon looked like it's ready to play nice. In March, Amazon dropped a policy that prevented merchants from offering lower prices on other websites following an investigation by Senator Richard Blumenthal, a Democrat from Connecticut. Last month, the company scaled back some of its most aggressive promotion tactics after Senator Elizabeth Warren called out abusive business practices, and late last year, Amazon raised its minimum wage to $15 an hour. I remember that, following criticism of the company's working conditions by Senator Bernie Sanders. Amazon also confirmed to CNBC that it would soon start accepting cash at the Amazon Go cashless stores as a growing number of cities and states push for laws that require all stores to serve the unbanked. Isn't that interesting? That is a good thing for this. Well, it's a good thing for those who are unbanked, because not everyone has a bank account that would love to go shopping Amazon Go but doesn't have the means to do so. So this could be a bright sign for this ruling. It's all part of a strategy to be more likable at a time when tech companies are drawing heat for behavior that looks increasingly anti-competitive. Quoting the article, I believe Amazon has made the connection between likability and immunity from regulation, said NYU business professor Scott Galloway, author of The Four, The Hidden DNA of Amazon, Apple, Facebook, and Google. This is a different company from the vigorously defensive win at all costs Amazon we're used to seeing. Last year, for example, Amazon successfully fought a proposed law in Seattle that would have taxed the city's largest businesses to address homeless issues. In 2011, Amazon was slapped with a $269 million tax bill in Texas and then threatened to shut down a warehouse there before reaching a settlement. And TechCrunch reported in August about a small army of apparent employees on Twitter who do nothing but promote how great it is to work in the company's warehouses. It's a pretty smart strategy. Galloway, an outspoken critic of Amazon, said the company's effort to soften its image is on its way of telling regulators, don't break us up. Galloway has argued that for the sake of competition, Amazon needs to be split up. Politicians from both sides of the aisle have been making the same case not only for Amazon, but Google and Facebook as well. While regulators in Europe have also stepped up their scrutiny over the industry. President Trump, who's been going after Amazon and CEO Jeff Bezos since his campaign, told Axios that his administration is looking into antitrust violations by the company. Now they're starting to probe for things that probably aren't even there. But that's how politicians are, trying to get their name out there, maybe trying to stamp their things for, I don't know, their legacy. Who knows? Aware of what's coming, Amazon is taking preemptive action, said Kurdik Hosaninger, a business professor at the University of Pennsylvania's Wharton School of Business. Now, that is a nice school there, that's for sure. Even if presidential candidates like Warren and Sanders don't get elected, their campaigns could have a huge impact on public sentiment and influence future regulation. This is a good strategy by Amazon to address these comments early before one of the candidates makes Amazon the poster child of what they refer to as the problems with big tech, Hosinger said. An Amazon representative declined to comment. Bezos' annual shareholder letter this week may have reflected some of the company's concern. Unlike past letters that mostly focus on management principles and long-term thinking, Bezos chose to highlight how much Amazon is investing investing in helping other businesses grow. Now, this is true. They do have Amazon Business where business owners can use Amazon's resources to actually promote their businesses. So this is also like a double-edged sword on Amazon's part, while reminding investors that the company accounts for only a small piece of the total retail market. He's well aware of the perils of being too closely allied with his peers in Silicon Valley, and stressed in an internal all-hands meeting last year the importance of telling a distinguished story so that Amazon doesn't get bundled together with them. Quoting the article, "Facebook is not the same as Google, and Apple is not the same as Amazon," Bezos said at the meeting. I don't want to fight this kind of big tech impression. I want to just talk about Amazon. Eric Gordon, a business professor at the University of Michigan, said Amazon's softer image could help, not just with regulators, but also for recruiting, retention, and keeping a certain group of investors happy. The negative response among many New Yorkers to the company's HQ2 plans, which were ultimately scuttled, shows that the brand isn't as beloved as it once was. Amazon has pretty much been in victory lap mode for a long time, Gordon said, but there seems to be a big shift in the mood, and as a whole, it's in a more defensive mode. This is very interesting. Now, I do remember when I was in high school during the dot-com boom, where Microsoft was going through a very similar situation where the government actually wanted to break Microsoft's monopoly. And as you can see here, this article, this dates back 2014, but Bill Gates was on the cover of New York Times. This was in November 15, 1999. As you can see here, it seems like this is exactly what regulators are trying to do with Amazon. But in my opinion, I'm thinking that Facebook, Google, and Amazon, they've learned from the mistakes of what they've seen with Microsoft, and that's why they have, in my opinion, that's why they're not called a monopoly just yet, because they have their fingers in multiple different industries, different online verticals. They're an online retailer. Amazon, they're in Amazon. They're doing live streaming. They're in AWS, which is Amazon Web Services, doing cloud hosting. They sell their own products. I mean, they have their fingers in so many things. I mean, their hands in so many things. But you guys get the idea. I mean, they're trying to learn from the mistakes of Microsoft, so that way they're not broke. So that way they don't get split apart as a company. So that'll do for this video. If you definitely like this video, please subscribe. Tell your friends and family that the government seems to be planning to break up the company Amazon, as it seems, maybe to benefit all society, if you will, maybe. Yeah, that'll do it. Thank you all, and have a great day.